Hello, it's me, and today I will be doing a review on the Gundam Mark II a.e.u.g model kit. So if you want to get this, if after this video you want to get this, go to Forbidden Planet. It's just been released on there for only 30 quid. It will take, this took me, I'd say, 3-ish hours to make. But it is really good. It's quite a fun model kit. It's very simple compared to some of the other Gundam model kits that I've seen. Unfortunately, I did want to get the original one, but they didn't really have any good versions of that. So I got this guy, which I actually quite like the design of. So, yes. First, I'll go on to I'll start with the box, which... it's got some very nice images on the front. It's got Gundam Mark II a.e.u.g. Don't know what that stands for. I have not seen the show. I just know it's a big robot that fights other robots in space. I don't know anything else about it. I mean, it's got him with his shield and his cannon. I can't remember the name for the cannon, but I can remember the name for the gun. It's got the same Gundam a.e.u.g model kit with some Japanese. On the other side, it's the same. Here on the back, it's got some other cool poses you can put him in, some other little bits, some little gimmicks that he has. I might be guessing one of the stands, I don't know. I might. I probably will, because I'd quite like displaying this guy. You can get in some nice poses. On the bottom, it's just plain. And now, inside, because it's a model kit, if you've done model kits before, you'll know how many of these there are. This one doesn't have that many. I don't know if it has as many as my mk2 here, which I can't actually remember how long that took me, but that's the only other model kit that I have. It's got... I didn't put all the stickers on. I only put the ones that I wanted on, because I'm not a fan of like the intricate ones either. These aren't water decals. These are just ones you could peel off and stick on. But first, I'll do his accessories. So when you build him first, he's just like this. So he's got here. These are... you take these off, and these are his beam sabers, which are basically just purple lightsabers with a little bit on there for when you hold it on his hand. But I like that you can take that on and off there. But it's made out of a clear, translucent plastic there, and also, you can also use this, it works quite well as a nice Shin Godzilla atomic breath, because it's the right purple, it's very thin, so if you want, you could actually use this in a Shin Godzilla stop motion, which I might do, because I have got my custom Shin Godzilla, so that might be a stop motion one day using these. But he comes with 2 of these, both exactly the same, so you can just take them on and off. Comes with his rocket launcher. Don't know the exact name for it, but it's got the sort of metallic emeraldy green, which is very nice. The only bit that moves on this is the handle, which just has a plain swivel, so it can go forwards and backwards. This bit you can take off. It's just like a little storage compartment for like the ammo, I guess. It has 2 of these. This is the beam rifle, which I really like. I mean, I searched up this Gundam. I just moved this Gundam, and these colors aren't perfect. I mean, you can paint it, but I actually quite like just the grey. It's again got the metallic emerald green, which opens and closes. It's got this other... I don't really know the point of this, because this bit here that's the ammo compartment, but it's also got some nice little details on here. Because this is the ammo bit, I don't really know what this is for, unless it has like a different thing it fires. Like this is like the laser and this is like machine gun. Again, I haven't watched the series, so I don't know anything about it, but I like the design of this. It's very futuristic. And then the final weapon that he comes with, well, whose weapon-ish, is his shield, which has the a.e.u.g Gundam thing. It's got the shiny metallic bits, the stickers you put on, some gold and bits there. But also this has a little gimmick here. Don't know what these are for. These are little sort of bullet holders, I think. I don't really know what this is, but it's like a little storage compartment for ammo. It's got this bit here, which is how you attach it onto the arm, which I'll talk about later on in the figure. But it's just got a little hole there that sticks on there. I'll show you in a bit. He comes with this. I don't know what, this really confused me. I don't really like the look of this. They're sort of headphone things. I don't know what these are. But it's got, you put the shiny metallic bit of green there. It's got some little bits of writing. Again, these aren't just little scribbles. These actually say words. They actually have writing on them. It's got a little antenna, so I do think this is some sort of headset, which I quite like. He comes with a tiny, the pilot, which is very nice. Really nice detail all over it. Also, on the box, I'll show you, where is it? It's somewhere. I don't think it does. Well, somewhere it shows that you can paint this. So you can paint it, but I mean, I'm nowhere near skilled enough to be able to paint something this small at all. But it's really nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in his chest, which is where the pilot goes, which is quite unfortunate. I did want to like have in the stop motion, have him go in there, but because he's got this base, he can't actually fit in. He can fit in that way, but it doesn't close. And the final bits, the final accessories that he comes with are quite a lot of different pairs of hands. So the best ones, which I was most excited about, was these hands. Because these, you just think they look like normal hands, but they are actually jointed. So these, I'll just move these out of the way so it can focus. These are on ball joints at the knuckles, so you could spin all the way around on all of these, which is nice. And it's got a little hinge. Doesn't have hinges in all the knuckles, unfortunately, but I mean that would be pretty hard to make. So you can have them pointing. But I really like that these are articulated. It's really good for doing stop motions. Unfortunately, it can't do a very good open hand, but I mean, that's what this one's for. Because these don't have gaps in between them. And it's got jointed ones for both hands. These are what you're meant to use for holding the beam sabers. But these are really annoying because, as you can see, these fall off a lot. I'll probably just super glue it on. Don't know why I haven't thought about that. But it's just quite annoying because it's got a little hole in there. And when you put it on, it stays in there okay. But it's got this bump here, which means it can't actually go on. As you can see, look, you put it in, but then because that bump's there, it doesn't actually go in all the way and it just falls off, which is actually, I was quite annoyed about that. But the good thing is this is the last hand that it comes with. Instead of another open hand, it has the hand folding the different guns. So the way that this one works is you take it apart like that, then you get the gun. This has a little peg which does actually fit perfectly into there. You put that on there, and they've got him holding his gun, which is really nice. And you can also use this for the beam sabers, which is what I use it for most of the time. So you just pop that in there, and then you've got him holding his beam saber. It does fall off sometimes, but it works quite well. And that's it for the accessories. But this is a really nice figure. All the joints are really nice. It's got really quite incredible articulation. But I mean, model kits are really, really good. I mean, this is probably, I mean, I don't own one, but I'd say it's almost as good as an SH Figure Arts, which is the company that made Monster Arts, I think, yeah. But it's got, again, the metallic emerald green, not up there, that's see-through, metallic green for the eyes, and some little bits there, which I failed to put that one on, unfortunately. But yeah, it's really good detail. It's got his jetpack booster thing. Don't know what this is, but you can take this off by pulling upwards and then taking it out like that. It's got some details on there, which is really nice to see. And then it's got little hooks, so you just put it in there, push back, and then pull down, and then it's secure on there. But I mean, the reason I bought this guy is just because I saw a YouTube video of like a stop motion using this guy, and I really like the design. That's another thing which is quite strange with this guy. His head doesn't always like to stay looking down. As you look, so if you push it down when it's lying down, it just goes upwards, which is quite strange. Sometimes it does it when it's standing up, but not really as much. But that's quite a strange anomaly. I don't know why on earth that happens. But also, it's got these little bits which are a real pain to do. So these are actually little bits of sort of rope-ish. You have to put wire inside. Just a little bit of detail for the legs, which I actually really like the idea of it. It's just they do stick out, which is quite annoying, and they just annoy me a bit. I was thinking of not putting them in. I've also got them up there, but I mean, I quite like the look of them, but they do fall off quite a bit. I've got some stickers on the shoulders. It's got this little sort of skirt-ish thing, which can move about. But yeah, I definitely recommend this if you're a Gundam fan. But now on with the articulation, which is, like I said, it's incredible. So for the head, it's a ball joint, as you can see. So it can spin all the way around. You can't look up really that much. You can look down, and yeah, it does pop off quite easily. The arms can go up about that far, which is really nice, down about that far. It's got these little bits that move about, which are nice for making sure the arms are always nice and even. It's got a swivel at the top of the arm. Can't remember if that's the bicep. A double jointed elbow, so it can go all the way up like the King Kong and that far back. Then it's got a ball joint for the wrists, so it can spin all the way around, and has a bit more of a sort of side to side and swivel movement. The chest is a bit that I really like, because instead of being like really strange like with some of the Pacific Rim ones and it goes all the way around, this one's actually accurate, so it can only go that far that way and that far that way. You can look down nicely and up quite far. These are all on separate joints, so these can move outwards for when you move the legs. They can go up, down, outwards and inwards a bit. This back bit doesn't move. This is a bit that I forgot to talk about. This bit opens up to hold his rocket launcher, so you open that up and then put this in. So that's like a little bit of storage for his rocket launcher. For his hips, they are a swivel hinge, so they can go all the way out. He can do the splits, which is nice. They can go that far back, that far forwards. It's got double jointed knees, then go all the way back and that far forward. It's got sort of a ball jointy-ish thing at the ankles, so they can go that far left and go right and left like that, which is nice. You can go a bit of a pivot and then slight side to side. This bit's on a hinge for the movement. Here, this leg does like to fall off, so you just put that in there. And then it's got a hinge on his sort of toes-ish thing. For the backpack, these are swivel hinges. They can go backwards, forwards, and down sideways a bit. Not that much. These are all on ball joints, so these can move around very nicely. But yeah, that's it. Finally, I'll do how the accessories work. So this bit's just a little socket that you just go and it clicks on there. This, for his headphone things, he has a little holes on either side of his head, which you put them in there and then it goes, you need to move these down, put that there and it goes click into place. Does reduce the articulation a bit, so like you can't look, I mean it doesn't reduce it that much, but it does still reduce it a bit. The hands are just ball joints, so these just go pop off and just click it back in. There aren't really that many other gimmicky things, so these, they're just, oops, these bits you just pop on and off. Yeah, and that's it. So, if you're a fan of model kits, I definitely recommend getting this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot, I need to do, so I haven't got many figures to compare this guy with, because I don't have any other Gunpla, like Gundam figures or anything like that. Unfortunately, this is my first one. But I mean, I only found two things. Well, I've also got I got a couple things. So I've got my only other model kit, which is absolutely giant next to him, which I actually quite like these two together. It's sort of like Ready Player One, the Gundam versus Mechagodzilla. So this guy is my biggest figure. He's one of my smaller figures. I've got the NECA Pacific Rim Gypsy Danger, because I mean these two are sort of the same. They're robots that are piloted by humans. So I thought actually that's quite nice. They sort of work together. And finally, I've got him next to my in the works Godzilla 2021, the bootleg Monster Arts one, which that isn't what the dorsal plates are going to stay like. Like, most people keep them like that, but I'm going to not sponge on, I'm going to paint on over the cracks, so it's more accurate to the film. But these two actually scale quite nicely. You could do a good stop motion between these two. But, yeah, that about does it for this review. I really hope you enjoyed. and I'll see you in the next one.